What's up, everybody? It's your girl Popularity here, coming to you with another video. What's up, friend? Okay, the energy is high in such a good positive way. I don't know, friend. I was just feeling like doing the topic for us. Okay, I was feeling the topic of how are you currently shocking people. Really what I wanted to do was, what are people realizing about you? So I feel like this is gonna, I don't know, there's a pile here where I feel like the messages are gonna kind of be like intertwined. It's gonna kind of turn into that type of reading. I don't know. Then again, I might change the whole motherfucking topic of the reading. You know how I do it, okay? So this is either gonna be a, how are you shocking people, or what are they realizing? All right, but for that to even be a thing, friend, that lets me know that's the energy. Okay, so for you to tap in, like, because we're going to be real intuitive with this, for you to be able to tap in just with the energy of the pile to really just get to where you need to go, I'm telling you, focus on that energy. Something about what you're doing currently, or I don't know, something here is shocking people, but it also is a part of the realization. It's like, I've realized that, boom, and that shocks me. So I need you to tap in with that. Ask yourself, what is it, friend? What is it? Now I'm thinking of, oh my gosh, you know what I'm thinking of? What's it called? Fosse? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Fosse. If you know Beyonce, Get Me Body, y'all know Get Me Body. Like, dang, I can't even remember what the original video of that was. But the girl with the long ponytail, and they were doing like the, I think it's called Fosse dance. Man, that was a bad bitch right there. Okay, so maybe that's what it's giving, friends. It giving bad bitch. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a long intro. So as you guys can see, these are the piles. We are going to be using crystals today. So pile 1 is going to be the moonstone, 212 on the clock. Hopefully there's no coconut oil in my nails, because I was just all up in my coconut jar. So this is going to be pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be, I believe this is my black tourmaline, or this could be my onyx. I just cannot remember. But yeah, this is a hefty, girl, let me tell you something. If somebody wanted to try it, it's like, boom. This right here would cause some damage, honey. This is hefty. Yeah, y'all spicy, pile 2. And it's funny because what's holding you up is the Chucky. Oh, someone done found out, friend. Okay, yeah. I'm already getting the vibes for pile 2. Okay, but anyway. And then pile 3. Not you trying to go sideways. Okay, someone, this was giving me like I didn't slim down. This could be something to do with the body. I don't know. Something very sleek with the silhouette. But pile 3 is going to be amethyst. Okay. So yeah, 333 on the clock. Ask yourself, what is it about me that's shocking people? What are people realizing? You know, just tap in with the energy. Okay, because I don't know what the title is going to be right now. But it don't even matter which one you go with, because it's going to fall in line, friend. Okay, so tap in. So yes, you guys, go ahead and pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, so pile 1. I get really good vibes from this group. Like when I'm in the energy, I feel really good. Someone here, especially with this moonstone, you could be a Scorpio, a Libra, or a Cancer. I'm also picking up on this motherly vibe, very intuitive nature, very nurturing. So let me just throw out there just what I'm picking up on intuitively. This could revolve around you becoming a mother, or your mothering essence. Like maybe, because there's a shock here. There's a shock around how nurturing you are, how empathetic you are, how understanding you are. There's like a neutralizing energy when it comes to the moonstone. As far as what I'm picking up on, like there's like this vibe of calming down, going from, ooh, yes, maybe you were very turbulent, okay? Because why did pile 2's I don't even know how that just happened. It probably was, you know, y'all know pile 2 is hefty, okay? Pile 2 be coming in with a punch, you know. The little Chucky cup probably gave out on its little legs. But it's funny that that just fell over. So you could have been somebody here. The reason why this is coming through as like a shock and a realization is because maybe whoever it is that I'm picking up on, whose energy we're channeling, who's focused on you, there's this vibe of, dang, like they used to really be very chaotic in nature. Maybe they used to be very brutal. Like pile 1 had a mouth on them. Man, I remember when pile 1 used to be, I don't know, some of y'all could have really been whooping ass, okay? Or it's so funny though, because just the energy here is just so, but maybe it took a lot to get here, friend. So before, I don't know, like y'all could have really changed your life around. Yeah, because there was this vibe of like, I'm shocked that when I talked to them, they weren't so, like they were very peaceful. They were very calm. They were very, like I felt good in their energy. I also feel like someone here, you could have overcame a big health crisis of some sort. And that was coming through like something to do with health, like, it's not necessarily giving pile 3. Pile 3 was definitely giving me like they had some type of body transformation or something like that. But this person, whoever I'm picking up on, seems to be very specific. So who is this individual that I'm channeling when it comes to like them being shocked about how empathetic pile 1 is? Okay, this could be a Taurus. We also have Leo energy. Heavy masculine energy. Let me see. Where would pile 1, and I almost said she, where would pile 1 know this person from? Okay. That's funny. All right, real quick, friend. Some of you guys, and then we're going to move on because I just got annoyed. Like whoever this person is, it almost feels like, I don't know what the past is with you and this person. Maybe y'all share a family unit. This could even be the father of your child, mother of your child. Maybe y'all have had some type of interaction. There is this, okay, this energy is getting on my nerves. Oh my gosh, that's so funny, the flip. In mood, it was just like, okay, there's this vibe of like, wow, like they really are, I don't want to say that they really are a good mother. It's not coming through like that. It just feels like you and this person, y'all could have a past where things have gotten very turbulent. You know, there could have been a divorce involved. There could have been a loss of some sort. And okay, yeah, there's something here about how you've healed from a situation, okay? With that scorpionic energy there, that Pluto coming through with that Neptune, I'm picking up on a deep loss. So if you and a partner experience some type of deep loss, like you might not be with that person now, that person, for whatever reason, is coming in like their energy, and there's a level of being shocked at how you maneuver now. So maybe it's not as petty as I was picking up on. Maybe it is like a, dang, it's so crazy how Martha, I'm gonna just say your name is Martha, friend. It's so crazy, you know, Martha's really doing good. Like, I remember when we lost our home and, you know, she was really depressed. I know since then we've been divorced, but, you know, for a while there, you know, she wasn't, people hadn't seen her. She wasn't doing so great. She wasn't looking so great. And wow, it really seems like Martha has come back around. I don't know. I'm not saying they'll say it like that, but there's a vibe there of like, wow, they're really doing a lot better. So this could be someone from your hometown. This does feel very close. Like this feels like hometown energy. We lived together at a point in time. That's why I got that relationship vibe, like an old partner that was very prominent in your life, but y'all went through something. And I'm not gonna lie, for somebody here, there could have been a past between y'all where there was a loss of a child. That was coming through. I was trying to avoid going there, but I don't know. They're looking at you and they're like, wow. Okay, but friend, I can't walk around it. If you know whoever you were married to, with, or whoever may fall into that category of energy that I'm picking up on, if you know that y'all were like toxic, or there was a vibe of like where you were really just towards them, I don't know, I am picking up on that energy where it's like, wow, like it feels like an annoying, I gotta be honest, like an annoying baby dad. No offense to the baby dads, okay? But this is what I feel like you would call this person. You would call them baby dad. Like, you wouldn't call this person the father of your child. You would really call them, that's, you know, baby dad. There's like this energy where it's like, okay, wow, like she really ain't as bitchy as, I don't know. So if you and somebody that, I don't know, you dealt with, y'all already kind of had some weird turbulent past with each other, I feel like that's that energy. And that's kind of something that's shocking them about you. But wait, let me pick up on that real quick. So like, how is that even coming about? Like, what are they seeing about my pile one? Okay, so it's, look at that. We have Cancer energy. This is giving me the home that you've built now. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, friend. You seem to have a new life going for you. Okay, this, I like this. Like, when I get to the present, I feel really good. That past energy that I'm picking up on, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm drowning in it. But when I look at this present, whoever this person is, whether they're that bitter ass baby dad, or whether they're that partner where, you know, y'all have grown apart, y'all, it's no beef, but you know, it just went crazy in our relationship. Like, we went through a lot of tough trials, okay? Like, maybe whoever you were married to, they lost their mother, and then that kind of like, the relationship started to deteriorate, you know, mental health, things like that. I don't know. But anyway, because it really did just give me Cardi B from her Am I the Drama song. What's that song that she's like talking about how she didn't realize that Offset was hurting, and instead of like tapping in with him and, you know, seeing if he was okay, probably after the loss of his brother, she was more so focused on her music. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about. There's something about that song here, like that might be your favorite song on the album. Let me look up that song real quick, hold up. And then I'm getting the song Safe, her song with Kehlani. But let me look at this. Bliskin's out there. Hey, what's that song? It is not Pretty and Petty. Man of Your Word, okay? Yeah. There's like a man of your word situation. I don't know. But anyway, like I was saying, looking at you now, friend, you look really good, okay? Maybe you have a new family. Because this, whoever I'm picking up on, they do seem to be a part of your past, okay? It does seem to have been severed in some type of way. And they're looking upon you and either, like, you've started some type of new life. You could live in a different location. You could have a new home. Especially for somebody here, if you lost a home or something big like that happened, it almost feels like, I don't know, you might have a new home now, or something really worked out for you regarding your home life, happiness, security. Because when I think of the fourth house, I do think of that as well. Spiritual liberation, okay, happiness, some type of foundation being there. And I can't deny, that's another thing. You know, you could be a mother or father. Maybe you're a single dad, and maybe you're having to play not only the fatherly role, but also the motherly role. However that looks like for you. People are acknowledging that. There's an acknowledgement about that here. Somebody here, you could be getting your master's, doctorate, while also having a family. This is not just one thing. This is somebody who I feel like is a parent, and they've overcome very deep, turbulent moments in life. Like, I'm talking about those big moments that for anybody, they would be like a crisis, like losing a child, losing a family member, okay? And I just seen 10:10 on the clock, losing your house, something like that. There's been some type of, I don't know, you just look like you're doing good, okay? Found your purpose. We got that North Node here. You're living out and you look fulfilled. So yeah, that bitter baby dad energy that I was picking up on, or bitter baby mom, whoever, friend, there could be a level of, wow, they still got their happy ending to some capacity, because now you're with somebody else and you have a family with them and you're doing the things. I don't know, this person would have possibly known about the things that you always wanted to do. Like, maybe you said, okay, in like 5 years, I want to do this, or I want to have this type of house. I want to have these type of countertops. There seems to be a level of that. There's something here, friend, related to family, the home, your happiness, purpose, achievements, where it's like you have gotten that. And the way that you've achieved it and how your life is right now, it just seems to be very peaceful, very elegant, very quiet, calm. Your energy is very calm. Maybe you went through a lot of therapy and there's a vibe of, wow, like they've really changed. For others of you, I ain't gonna lie, you was really a different person back in the day, which we all were, friend. And you've done a whole 180. You know when people say, you did a whole 360. Did they, friend? They did a whole 360, did they? Nah, friend, you did a whole 180. But let me see. So let's keep going. Outside of that, so how is my pile 1 shocking people currently? Okay, someone just dyed their hair. Either you always wore your hair brown and now it's, I don't know, platinum. Like this would be a drastic change. Like somebody going from black to platinum, somebody going from platinum to black. It feels loud. It feels like drastic. It doesn't just feel like, oh, I just put a little highlight. Or if you did, it's like you got platinum highlights and a dark black. I don't know. You could even have like a little strip. Oh, I love that. You know, like I thought of a skunk. I don't know. I'd be liking that. They had a little strip going. All right. I also am picking up on a Halloween costume. Your Halloween costume could have been... Damn, what's her name? Morticia? Is it Morticia? Yeah, girl. Black and white. Anyway, look at this. Look at that strength card. This is what came out and it's sideways, all right? So you've been through a lot, friend. And I feel like, and you know we talk about this, but I'm going to say it again. I'm always toot your horn if I have a chance. I don't know about these other people, but I am, friend. You know I'm going to do it. Let me get the pointer. Okay, you've been through a lot, all right? I feel like the things that you've been through, it would really fold people up like a lawn chair and bury them. Something here was like, it was hefty. The change here is hefty. So your strength and your level of poise while going through very turbulent situations is being admired. So I don't know, you really could have been a crash out at a point in time, because there's admiration from a person or a group of people. There's like this collective view on you where it's like, well, I remember pile 1 and I know what pile 1 would have done in a situation like this back in 2019. I know. Okay, so for pile 1 to react like that, girl, they need to be, you know, pile 1 has really came a long way. Like I'm picking up on that. Like pile 1 has really came a long way. So yeah. You could, okay, friend, I'm only going to touch on it a little bit. Let me pull in my, okay. I feel like there was a major injustice for a person here. And you could have really had to sit, it could have been like a legal battle where, I don't know, somebody or some type of administration, it was like a trying to get over on the legal system or over on you taking advantage of something. And you might have had to like take the brunt of that for a while. And I don't know, it's like the fact that maybe, how can I describe this? Because I'm getting like the truth came out or some type of justice was had here, but it's like at the end of it, there's a level of damn, like pile 1 really was the innocent one. And I don't want to say innocent, but maybe damn, pile 1 really was telling the truth. There's something weird like that here. Can I tell you what little scenario I was getting? And I don't think it's this extreme, and I would hope not. I don't want this to happen to anybody, but it almost feels like those stories where you see somebody that's been wrongfully convicted, but they've been in jail for like X amount of years, and it's like that time where maybe it goes back to trial or it's found out, maybe someone comes out and they're like, this happens, or I don't know, something happens to where things reverse and now that person's being let out of jail because, I don't know, they were wrongfully convicted. There's like a vibe here, some type of injustice like that. Or maybe like a certain, I don't know why I keep wanting to say entity administration, like a building corporation, very corrupt. I'm picking up on a legal situation. And there's something about the way you gathered yourself, the way you still remain poised, the way you still remained very, it does feel very like elegant. I'm not gonna lie. It feels very classy. I don't know. There's like a shock there. They're like, damn, you knew all of that? Like with the information you had or with, you know, the truth that you had, you could have really like crashed out. I don't know, there's a vibe like that. You could have really like set the tone, friend. So let me keep going. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Magician here, and at the top of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So those of you that have spiritual businesses as well, like, yeah, you could be a psychic, 1616 on the clock, and all of this stuff can still apply to you. You know who I just thought of? There's a YouTuber. I can't think of her name, but her and this guy, stay with me because somebody's going to know here. I think they're like goth YouTubers, and I'm picking up on them. I think they were like married, but then they got divorced, and it was like this major thing. Da, 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 da. I say all that to say, I'm thinking of them, but there was like this disconnection between this couple. And for a minute there, people thought the guy was like benefiting off of basically her clout, or that he was going to trump her in that area. But what ended up happening is like, just over time, people recognize like, wow, she's the one with the real talent. You know what I mean? Like now that they're disconnected, like we can see her really shining. She's the one with the real talent. She's the one that brought him fans. Like there's this not redemption. It feels like, not conviction. What is that word? Vindication? I don't know. Something feels very like, it's like your success, your independence in the success, I want to almost say solidarity in the success. It's something to do with what you've been through. It's like the fact that you're independently doing this and that you were able to rebuild yourself, the skills that you have, it's amazing to people. So some of y'all were in a deep, dark marriage at a point in time. I don't know. This really feels like I found myself. I found my calling. Yeah, you seem to be doing really good. You look good. Life looks good. Finances. This is what people are saying. Like your finances are good. You could even make money writing books or doing something that is, that doesn't have to show your face. Like you could have talents or something where you're very talented in that, and you can get some type of money for that skill, but it's like you don't have to show your face. Like, I don't know, like I said, you could be a reader. You could be an author. Something like that. Like you're behind the scenes. So why is this so shocking again? I feel like I already know, we already kind of explained it, but why is this so shocking? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Because shit was not okay before. That's why. Shit was not okay, friend. Something went on. I don't know what it was, okay? It could have even been like an illness. I don't know. But shit was not in balance before. It was really out of whack. And you have really like turned it around. Let's see, what are some encouraging messages that want to come from these onlookers? Because there is a level of, wow, they did that. So, let me see. Okay. You know what's crazy, friend? And I'm not even going to re-pull. I had the, I did have the deck upside down, so you could look at this both ways. Because for me, we have the Page of Swords in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and I feel the Judgment in reverse. How I'm going to read these, I mean, you could read them upright or not, because like I said, I did have it in reverse. And we do have this Wheel of Fortune, okay? For me, whatever it is that happened to you, you really, I don't want to say took it on the chin, but there's something about, and I feel like this is coming from your spiritual team as well. God, I feel like there's a vibe of like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. We're proud of you for how you maneuvered through this situation. Maybe there's like a lack of lashing out, but instead I'm going to take a second to myself. I'm going to get grounded. I'm going to get rooted. I'm going to do some self-reflection. I'm going to work on myself, the inner work, okay? I'm going to have these deep moments of reflection and just personal development. This feels like I mean, you might have went in hiding. I don't know. But there's like a congratulations with that. So it's making me think that maybe back in the day there was a lack of the reflection process, or yeah, maybe you were super sporadic back in the day. Something here was maybe a bit impulsive, but it wasn't in like a good way. This could even be regarding mental health, like you've really worked on yourself. People could see the change, friend. And it could even be something connected to your mental health. Not the list coming through. So let me see. Any other messages for pile one? Let me make sure the deck is upright. It is. Any other messages? We have the Three of Swords. What's this about? Gosh, I just got a vibe, but let's see. The moon, yeah. Okay, so this is like a little side message. I hate how they just snuck up in here. So pile 1, there is somebody about to reach out to you. This is someone, and it could even be who I was picking up on in this reading. If you know, y'all haven't been talking. I see a message coming through here, and it's gonna display to you the feelings that have been hidden from a specific person. Okay, someone is going to express their feelings to you, their emotions. I'm not going to say whether this is romantic or not, but there has been some pain here, and there's a level of, I am still hurt about this, I do still care about this, and I would love to talk about it, okay? They will be reaching out. Yeah, look at that Knight of Wands. Could be a fire sign, could definitely be a fire sign with that Ace of Wands. Now, Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Let me see, who is this person that wants to reach out? Not me being nosy. It's definitely someone from the past. We also have Gemini. They want to talk. Somebody wants to chop it up, friend. They could even be, let me shut up. Oh, all I'm going to say is this, friend. Somebody is coming in. They want to talk, but just, although they do want to express their feelings, I do see like, I really do want to express how I truly feel and what I've been hiding from my pile 1. And it feels like it's connected to how they're hurting and still connected to you. But just make sure, friend. Yeah, lean in, friend. Lean in. Make sure this motherfucker ain't just using you as a piggyback. Get them out of here. Just saying. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but like, because that 3 of Swords, like this person could have just had their own little shebang bang. Breaking up. I mean, hey, you know, it might not be the worst thing, but they could have just got out of something themselves, and there's a level of, you know, I'm trying to, I don't know. Just be careful with that. Because they could have just got out of a situation, and it's like, is that why you're thinking about me now? Is that why you think about my pile 1 now? So that's what I'm seeing, friends. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Fred. Get in here, Fred. Get in here, Fred. Pile 2. Okay. These are my little hot tamales over here. What's happening, friend? Okay. Y'all got active. Tell them bitches to get active. Stutter girl. Okay. And before, when you come into this reading, how you'll know? You know what you just did, friend. I don't care if you are the most professional, bougie motherfucker ever, and you think, oh, she couldn't be talking about me because I don't even do all that. Yes, you did, friend. I don't know what little office. This is giving like that office email. You set somebody straight. There's a level of I set them straight. And somebody is very shocked about that. Okay. So the intensity level is going to change depending on who you are. Some of y'all, I'm not going to lie, you put hands and feet on somebody, friend. And it was a long time coming. Somebody just fell out with the family, whether it's their family or their partner's family. There's a level of like, whoop-de-doo. There's a level here of whoop-de-doo. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. That's how y'all energy feels. It feels like that. This could even be at the intensity level of, I might not put my hands on nobody and it might not have got violent, but I finally said what I had to say and I don't give a damn. This feels like you said what you had to say and you looked somebody straight in the eye while you said it and waited for them to flinch a bitch. Okay? I'm waiting for you to say something, Charlie. I'm waiting for you to say something, Devin. Okay? I'm waiting. And it almost feels like whoever you are, bro, some of y'all even told y'all boss. I don't know. Like, this is a level of you didn't care who you were talking to. You could have been at the bottom of the totem pole in the company, but you're like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm going to say what I need to say. However it was said. And it feels like you went against the top. And you're like, I'm gonna look you in your eyes and tell you, you the bitch. Just joking. You might not have said that, but I don't know. There's a level of very direct. Okay, and I'm going to say what I need to say. And I'm very confident when I say it because I know I'm protected. There is a level here, friend, and you are protected. So you could just know. It's like, try me if you want to. There's a level of protection here, physically and also spiritually with this group, 222 on the clock. So, because look, when I look at that Chucky, there's a different perspective here. Some of y'all could have even just went through a breakup or some type of disconnection and you're like, oh yeah, you thought shit was sweet. Somebody thought shit was sweet because I'm looking at him, how he's smiling, and then you got that, It's like, yeah, it's just sweet. Ain't nothing sweet over here. Somebody got that side of you, and it could have been a one person or multiple. I don't know. So let's see. That's the vibes, friend. There's like a putting fear in people. I don't know. Like there is that, and I love it too because it's like you drop the mic, but then when you drop the mic, you're not scared, stammering, flinching. Nah, you're like straight. I'm looking everybody dead in their eyes, and I'm gonna stand here. And I'm going to wait for somebody to really pop off. It almost gave me, who listens to NBA Youngboy? I can't say that I really do. But I was seeing this post about him when he was in Chicago. It gives me, something here is very ballsy. And it's like, okay, try me if you want to. I don't need security. That's what y'all energy gives. I don't need security. I don't need them, okay? I don't need it. So I don't need reinforcements. Stood 10 toes down. So who am I speaking to? Oh, well actually, yeah, I'm gonna see who am I speaking to. I knew that Scorpio was gonna come out. And that's so interesting. Okay, you could have a Gemini. I can't, it might be in the 9th house or the 8th house. Okay, like, friend, that mouth. Like that mouth, friend. Anyway, you could be a Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or a Scorpio. But that mouth, friend. Who did you just let know about themselves? I'm also picking up on, okay, somebody either says something or you devised some type of plan. I'm not gonna lie, friend. Somebody didn't think you had it in you, friend. And it was very backdoor, like, this almost gives me like y'all might have even set some type of a trap for somebody, low-key, high-key, 444 on the clock. Like there's a level of you set a trap. Maybe you set somebody up, and I don't mean, okay, hold on, friend. No. I don't mean like real live, like in the street setup. I mean like maybe you knew this person at work was, it feel like they were trying to get you, and you're like, oh, you think I could see you on my tail. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to hit you with that one too. Like I can already see that you've been doing certain shady things at work. I can already see where you're trying to go with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm about to get ahead of you. It's like you're always 2 to 5 steps ahead, friend. Somebody is realizing that. Somebody is shocked about that. They're shocked. Okay? 2, they're shocked. Oh my gosh, there could have been a work snitch. That just came through so crazy. Like a work snitch, somebody that was about to do something, but I don't know, it's like you beat them to the punch. Somebody fell right into the trap, and it feels like this trap was set for good reason. That's basically what I'm trying to explain to y'all. That this doesn't feel like you just wanted to be the villain. Okay? And the song that I was channeling for y'all from Cardi's album is Pretty and Petty. Pretty and Petty, okay? And you could have had to, something happened at work for sure. Friend, what happened at work? I'm telling you, it's given. I send a good, nasty, professional email, friend. So let's get into it. Whoever pile 2 is, I almost called y'all pile 3. Well, first of all, who is Big Mad? Let's talk about that. Who is Big Mad? Where are they? Like, where would pile 2 know this person from? Let those be who's Big Mad and where they would know them from. Who's Big Mad with my pile 2 and where would they know them from? Oh, I know you see it. I know you see that double Capricorn. I know you do, friend. Don't act like them eyes don't work. Okay, so let me tell you, we got Capricorn energy here and we have Leo energy here. But I'm also picking up on some like Leo in the 10th house vibes. Woo! Girl. Who's mad? It's funny because the person that I feel like is upset, this is a big fish themselves. Y'all might, okay, I really feel like pile 2, there is this collective that I might have already dropped by the time y'all see this reading. I'm not sure. Y'all know how I be doing it. But there is this collective reading that I will be dropping. And I think the title is going to be something like, I don't know, there was someone that was upset that basically whoever the collective was did it anyway. This person was upset that they did it anyway, and it was really coming through in work. And it felt like the other person that felt some type of way, like this could have been a boss, a mentor, maybe even a colleague that, I don't know, it was weird as tension, bro. I don't know. So there could be two specific people, bro. Hey, let me tell y'all, this could low-key be someone's dad. Act like you see that sun and that Capricorn coming through. Act like you see it. Did you have to let them know, like, I'm not a baby no more? I don't understand. Maybe you had to even let the father of your child know, honey, this is not that. Somebody had to step up and they had to get in that masculine energy towards, I feel like, someone else who could have been very much so in their masculine energy. So they thought. Oh my gosh, and that's so crazy. Oh no, I forgot I moved it. Heavy on that Leo and that Capricorn. Let me see, friend. I'm getting, who is Big Mad? I got to ask. I have to ask, you know me. Who is Big Mad? Who does my Power 2 got Big Mad? I think that might actually be a reading. I've been doing like more those type of topics in October. So I don't know, that might be a reading. Who's Big Mad? Let me know if y'all want that. Who's Big Mad? And that's so funny because, like, when I was thinking about that song Pretty and Petty by Cardi B, yeah, I think it's Pretty and Petty or Petty and Pretty, whichever one. There was a line in there where she was like, beef with me, are you sure? Like, that's the vibe. It's like, are you sure you want to beef with me? Little do you know, no, you don't. You don't want to beef with Pile 2. You do not want to beef with me because I'm smarter than you. I can see y'all saying, like, I'm smarter than you. Like, there's a level of moving on the other side with it. This pile is also very tapped in and also very protected. I also feel like y'all know that. So y'all be, y'all know y'all spiritual team don't play. I know that about y'all, pile 2. Y'all know that. And y'all puff out y'all chest with that. I can't even say I blame you. You know, friend, it's a wrap. You're like, I don't even gotta do too much because little did you know, I'm anointed, bitch. I hate to say it like that, but for real, I don't even gotta do too much. I just heard get it back in blood. Too shiesty. I don't even gotta do too much. Yeah, something about your spiritual team that don't play. Very gangster-esque. Very gangster-esque, okay? So anyway, who's Big Mad? So that could also be a thing. In some way, shape, or fashion, somebody could know that about you. There's like this knowing, and I don't know how it would have came to them where, yeah, people don't play. Look, there's certain people, and I feel like if you're intuitive, like, you'll be able to pick up, okay? There's certain people I could just tell, like, they have a certain spiritual backing. I don't know, you know? There's certain people that you just should know not to mess with. I don't know. I feel like I be knowing. I be knowing when people staring right behind them. Not that you should be messing with anybody, but, you know, I could feel it. I could feel it. Like, I seen this one lady at Kroger. Oh, her energy was just fabulous. She was dressed in all white. I think, I don't want to be saying it incorrectly, but was it the ЛIKEs? I think that's what they were. I'm not sure. But she had her beads. And I was like, oh my gosh, you look beautiful. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you practice Santeria? Do you practice Santeria? She said, I do. And I was like, I already know. But I could just feel it. Sometimes I see people dressed in white, but no, like, her presence was felt. There was something very like, whew, okay? So you could also be very magnetic in nature, but with that magnetism, people could think, I seen something on Instagram where it was like, you thought you were getting a fantasy, but little did you know it was a transformation. I don't know. There's something about you that gives, like, it pulls people in so much so that they might forget to take it serious. Like, bitch, don't step out of line. Okay, this ship is ran very tight. All right, I don't know. There's something here about that. Very scorpionic. No, for real though. Who's Big Mad? Power 2. Who does Power 2 got Big Mad? The Hermit of Virgo. Who does Power 2 got Big Mad? The Lovers. Ugh, what's up with these get them out of here. What's up with these people, like, these love interests being the haters? Like, damn. Give somebody else a spot, a hating spot. Like, it be them. It just be all them. Look at this water sign. We have King of Cups. I wasn't expecting that. Ugh. King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. You know what? You could have actually been drawn to another pile. I'm seeing some bleed over. I don't know. You might not have been. I'm going to just say it too, because you might want to check out pile 1. I really thought this group was going to be connected to pile 3, but there's something bleeding over when it comes to new life, new family, there's like new people around you, new romantic, new emotional connections, whether that be a child, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, new friends. Like, there's something here, and it feels like, as her, you know, it's just a little too late. Yeah, it's a little too late. The choice was made. So who's big mad? We got the Hermit energy, so that's Virgo. We also got the Lovers, which is Gemini, and then we have the Ace of Cups. This is feeling love related. I want to see why they're mad. So what? Damn, why is this person mad? I'm telling you, you could have chose somebody else. Like, you could be with somebody else. Look at that Pisces energy, Pisces and Capricorn. Okay, very specific situation coming through here. Y'all could have disconnected. I don't know, this person, and I hate to even say this because we always say, this person thought they had more time. You know, but no, for real though. Like, there is a level of like, I got myself together. Like, I've been, you know, like I'm coming out of like this tunnel of reflection. Whatever that looked like for this person, okay? They could have had some real harsh ass shit happen. I'm not saying due to you or because of you. I'm just saying, like, you know, there's been a level of maturity here. But I'm picking up on an energy of someone that's looking in on your life, especially with that Wheel of Fortune that I saw, and it's like things have flipped a 180. Like, maybe they don't have the same opening that they thought they had before, because it's like, damn, pile 2 got kids now, or pile 2, I didn't know pile 2 was married before. I didn't know pile 2 just got married. I didn't know pile 2 lived in a different location. I didn't know that pile 2 still lived, like, maybe I knew pile 2 went to college out in North Carolina, but I didn't know that they still lived there. There's like this vibe. So that almost makes me think that maybe, I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't know why they're coming around now. Let's see, why is there this level of coming around now? Like, what was they under, like living under some type of rock? What was happening? Gemini, Aries. Okay, the communication was not good here. Yeah, they gotta understand, time waits for no one. So for some of y'all, I'm not gonna lie, there could have been a past here, either, I don't know, y'all could have been really bumping heads communication wise, or there could have been the egos at play, both sides. Both of y'all could have been playing this role. And y'all both have big energy. You want to expand, they want to expand. You want big things, they want big things. Like, this is almost giving me like a clash of egos, or like a clash of, I don't want to say this could be like alpha female, alpha male. There's something here though about the power dynamic, or just the goal factor of it. Because I'm thinking of someone wanting, like, there's conflict here about maybe you want to travel and go to school here, or maybe the lifestyle you want to live requires some type of expansion in this direction. And this person's like, but I want to live this life, and that requires some type of expansion in the other direction. Something here went south. And can I just say this? Okay. Some of y'all was dating with dating a professional athlete, or someone that was doing something very professional-esque with athletics, or something to do with health. This is so odd. What was the past between? I just need to know. Maybe y'all went to different schools. Yeah, y'all was definitely with this person. Okay, like, this was definitely someone that she was either dating, y'all was in some type of deep little situationship with. Y'all went on dates, had sex. Y'all definitely had sex here. I'm not going to say that y'all have a child. This person could have a child, though. I do feel like this person could actually be a father, or they could have a son. And if they have 2 kids, I'm getting a boy and a girl. But that Sun is giving, I feel like, yeah. Still, okay, so, like, where were they? Like, why is this so funny? Like, give me a second. I gotta talk with the spiritual team. Like, what's going on here? Like, where were they? Like, why? I don't want to say why now. Page of Wands. What the frick? Page of Wands. Did they not see this before? Or tell me more about that lover situation. What is it that my pile 2 is doing so different now that this individual is like, what the frick? You know? What is it that my 3 of Swords? Oh my gosh, yeah. Definitely watch pile 1. So this is somebody, yeah. If you want more about this story, go watch pile 1. Even if you wasn't drawn to pile 1, go watch pile 1 because this is definitely that same energy. I don't know where they were at. Like, I don't know if they were just living under a rock. I don't know if they're just now looking at your social media. But this is somebody that had a lot of hope. It could have even been some delusional hope. They could have been delusional about this. Where, I don't know. It seems like there's certain things in your life right now that are more permanent than they expected. And they're big mad about that. Something here, but it's related to them. Like it hinders them being able to start over with you. It hinders them from being able to be chosen. It makes them feel, I don't want to say that this work that they've done on themselves was for no reason, but there is a level of like I'm seeing a bubble get popped or like a balloon get popped and it's like deflated. So yeah, I feel like that's why they're big mad. I still think this person gonna be plotting, but we're not here for that. Anyway, so outside of that, why do you have people shocked right now? Why are people so shocked about pile 2 right now? Not the Justice card and the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. Don't play, don't play. You are not to be played with, pile 2. Did I call y'all pile 1? Pile 2, you're not to be played with. You're not to be played with. And I don't know how this is coming across or like how this is really playing out or how this played out. But I have to be honest. I think that this could have played out both spiritually, like that spiritual get back. You know what I'm talking about, friend. Or this could literally be like something you did physically where, like I said, you set that trap. You let them hang themselves damn near, okay? It's like you walk somebody down in their own little trap. But it feels deserved. It feels like they started it. Like this is given, but they started it, P. They started it. That 7 of Wands and that 5 of Cups, this is giving relentless. You know what else somebody is realizing about you? Oh, friend, that's what it is. You beef with me, we gonna beef forever, okay? You don't let shit go. You don't let it go. So you're the type of person where you're like, you know what? If I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna get my lick back. Some of y'all could be like that. It could be, I don't give a fuck if it's 2 months, 2 years from now. I'm gonna get my lick back. I don't care if you're least expecting it. I'm probably gonna get it when you least expect it. Y'all might be my ones. You're not letting it go, friend. You're not letting it go. You're gonna get your lick back. And you might get your lick back in like the most discreet way. Like you could be building, I'm literally seeing someone build something right in front of everybody. And it is a trap. But it's being done so efficiently and so eloquently that nobody's realizing that. Pile 2 is literally plotting on your demise, nigga. This is level of pile 2 is plotting on your demise, nigga. Like, are you paying attention? They are over there. They got a whole ditch going. You don't see them? Or pile 2 been quiet. And you over here thinking everything is sweet. No, pile 2. I know pile 2. I'm hearing that. I know pile 2. Pile 2 got a trick up their sleeve. Don't think they let that go. Pile 2 ain't let that shit go. Like, I'm getting that conversation piece where it's like, nah, I think they over it. No, they're not. I'm telling you, they're not over it. Someone would be putting themselves in a bad spot to think that you were over it. You're going to get your justice. If someone's not being fair, you're going to make sure that they know not to ever do that again. And I'm not trying to come at y'all like y'all perfect, but just in regards to this situation, this is like, yeah, oh, you think? You think? Oh, no, not me. Wrong bitch. Wrong one. 22 on the clock. Dang. Can you tell me more about that 7 of Wands? 3 of Cups. Whew. Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess. I'm telling you. Yeah, this group is very tapped in. I feel like all the groups were. But there's a level of, this tapped in that I'm picking up on really helps you to get forward in success. Okay, like this really helps you to get ahead when it comes to your success. Like this type of, whatever this intuitive nudge, this download that I'm picking up on, or how it comes to you, it very much so plays a major part in like the opportunities you have, the success, like this tapped in this. I hope that makes sense. It was coming out kind of wonky. This could be like what gets you to the top, what has got you to the top. Like there's just it's natural though. Y'all are very tapped in, friend. 3 of Cups. I wanted to pull a little bit more because there's something coming through here, and I do feel like this could do with a group. You could have, I mean, outside of that love situation, I mean, if you is beefing with some type of love, or where they're like, I don't know, this could be like that ex where it's like, bitch, I did not forget, get away from me. I don't know. But outside of that, I am picking up on, there's this weird energy from this 3 of Cups, and I feel like it's within work. So let me just see what's going on with this 3 of Cups energy. Someone's name could be Rose. So they could be a Cancer and a Libra. This is giving people at work. Yeah, y'all definitely might want to watch that collective. I don't know if I told y'all or it was pile 1, but there's a collective that I'll be dropping. And I don't know, in the collective, one of the main situations that was coming through was that, I don't know, someone at work or some type of prominent figure. Like this felt like this could have been a boss, teacher, guru, somebody that had pull in some type of way. They were upset that whoever the collective was that's going to resonate with that, they were upset that they did it anyway. There was a level of, this person is upset that you did it anyway. So I would be cautious about who you entertain when it comes to conversation about what your next moves are in work. And I think you already been picking up on that. Listen to those intuitive downloads that you get about work, friend. You need to listen to those. Like those be coming in for a reason. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, okay. There's at least 2 to 3 other people that want something that you also want. So this could just be that competitive vibe, and it doesn't have to be the worst thing. I just would be very cautious of letting them know everything, okay? Because there is something here that I feel like it feels innocent, because it feels like it's expected for us to understand, like, yeah, we all work here, and of course, like, why wouldn't I want that spot? Or why wouldn't I also go after that higher position? I don't know. But just remember, there's something here. It's like, okay, let me slow it down. Stay with me, friend. I'm about to clear it up. Have the mentality of like, you ever see how people go on them dating shows and then they become friends with the contestants on the dating show? And then it almost gives me like, if you ever watch Flavor of Love with Delicious and damn, what was her freaking name? Delicious and Crazy. It was like Crazy. That was her name. But Crazy, this is a competition. That is not your friend, okay? It's like, don't forget that. There's something about that here, friend. Don't you forget that. Especially those of you that have to pitch a product, or it, like, your job relies on, like, there's something here about we have meetings and we pitch ideas, we pitch products. We pitch something, and maybe you and these 2 people or these 3 people, y'all be talking. It gives 2 or 3. Y'all be talking and bouncing off ideas, and it seems innocent. For the most part, it is, but it won't always be. Yeah. Just by nature. Just by nature of the job. So that's kind of what I'm getting with this group, and I'm gonna leave that there. So yes. Pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, so pile 3, last but not least. Also, don't mind, you guys are definitely gonna hear my printer. I got a multitask friend. So first of all, I don't think y'all pile is gonna be that long. The first thing I got from this group, especially how I had it placed, there's like this very slender, very out the way, I do feel like someone here, you've had a physique change. You know what I was picking up on? You could have been gone a while. Like, let's say you were on vacation, or I don't know, you could have been on maternity leave, or let's say you were on deployment or something that had to keep you away from this environment. What's this environment that I'm picking up on? Because yeah, there's a network here. Colleagues, friends, could even be an older sibling. We also have, this could be a school setting like university. There could have been a reunion, a class reunion that just happened. You could have just went to go see family. It almost feels like whoever just seen you, you hadn't seen them for a good amount of time. I don't know how long that time was, but in that time frame, it's almost like that time away from you, they're able to really notice, like your face has gotten slimmer, your body has gotten slimmer. Like, this is giving me that energy like back in high school. I swear, the boys, just give them a summer. Boys would have the craziest transformations during just a summer. Ain't that crazy? Like, I don't know, maybe it was a certain grade, like going into high school. It's like in that summer, little Tony now is like 7 foot tall, muscles, facial hair. I don't know, boys be having the craziest transformations. That's what this feels like. Like, I don't know, or maybe you were off from work. I keep picking up on this. Damn, like, she looks good, or he looked good, like they've lost some weight. I also was picking up on this, oh shit, I'm dropping stuff back here. I also was picking up on this energy of out the way. Like, y'all seem to be grinding out the way. That is shocking people. Like, let's say a lot of people were badgering you about losing weight, or when are you going to get into the gym, or when are you going to start that, when are you going to open up that food truck or that food bank? When are you going to do, it's something you said you were going to do, okay? Or everybody else wanted you to do it at a certain time, but you didn't do it when they wanted you to do it. But you just popped out with it done. And there's a level like, dang, they did it when they wanted to. Like, Pile 3 decided to start that or launch that business when they wanted to, not when their mom was on their ass about it. Like, Pile 3, you need to do it now. You know what I mean? It's something like that, okay? So there's a shocking vibe, but there's also a realization surrounding, like, Pile 3 is gonna do things how they want to. But there's a realization here, like, Pile 3, like, we don't need to be on Pile 3's ass. Like, Pile 3 is going to get it done, but they just do it a certain way. Like, there's an understanding that you do things in a very eccentric, organized way. Very Aquarius-esque, okay? Yeah, but I'm like, okay, why did they think otherwise? Yeah, those are the specific situations I'm picking up on. Because when you don't see someone, like, you know, I see Bae every day. But, like, if we were to maybe, you know how it's, like, easier to notice something on someone when you don't see him as much? That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyway, get off of that. Okay, so let's see. I think I want to ask about, well, no, I just want to see in general. How is Pile 3 shocking people currently? You know, Pile 3, there's something very hush-hush, very out the way, very in secret about you, or you just don't care to be seen, but you're getting shit done. You know what I mean? Like, you might have had this miraculous change in weight, or like, I keep getting that, like a change in weight, but it's like you weren't broadcasting it as you were doing it. Not to say that there's anything wrong with someone that does, but you don't seem like the type that was posting about it every 5 seconds. This is very, like, it almost snuck up on people because you did it when you wanted to. You didn't tell nobody about it, but it's done. It's here. It's in front of us. We see it. We can't deny. That's another thing. People cannot deny that you are a creative genius, Pile 3. And your ways are very, I keep getting that Aquarius S vibe with something that you do. It might be a little offbeat to others, but it's very, like, it works for you. And someone's realizing that. It is big. This damn printer, I'm so sorry, y'all. But I gotta do this, friend. I got to multitask. I got to. Yeah, you do something your way and it's working. But even as I'm in the energy, I'm almost like, I feel the shock. I feel the damn, how are they doing that? Like even how I'm doing this reading right now. This could be really annoying somebody, you know? Or it could be like, why would she do the reading while that's also playing? Because I can, you know? It's a level of I can. Just watch. Just let me do me. I don't know. Maybe you're a multitasker. Maybe you work in an office setting and you get a lot of stuff done. I'm getting that. I just heard, Carl, leave her alone. Or, you know what? Don't mess with Carl. Carl knows what he's doing. I know Carl can be a little, you know, different with how they go about things. But I'm telling you, I've been working with Carl for years. And Carl's going to get it done. I remember I used to get on Carl about how he does things, and I've learned to sit the fuck back and shut the fuck up because Carl's gonna get it done. That's how it's coming through. Carl, Stacy, I don't know. There's a vibe of they gonna get it done how they want to. Leave them alone and let them work. I know it kind of seems like it doesn't make sense, but every time we try to intervene, you know, we mess it up. But when we leave pile 3 alone, magic happens. Leave them the fuck alone. That's the vibe here, pile 3. I had to walk through that. So someone's realizing that if they just give you a little bit of space, you'll come around. That too. So let's see. Very smart, very intuitive, not surprised. Also, this is a quick message. Somebody here is gonna meet a you're gonna meet, I don't know who they are, for real. It could be romantic, but I'm just getting like we vibe. I don't know how it's gonna go. Like y'all might be instantly attracted to each other, but it doesn't turn into like, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. It might just be like, oh, we're better off as friends. But I do feel like someone's gonna meet somebody on Halloween. Like at a party, a function, an outing, like there could be a little celebratory event. Like you're gonna meet somebody. So, and there's gonna be a mutual attraction. It gives like a 2 of Cups. So it could be romantic or platonic. All right, I'm gonna tell somebody that. So make sure you getting out there, friends. Step out a little bit. Do something. So let's see. Okay, also, you might have let somebody, why am I picking up on this energy? You might have let somebody know what you do in your free time, and that shit is shocking. Like someone's shocked at the breadth of knowledge that you have. Like maybe there's something really strange. It's not strange in a bad way though. It's like, damn, I wouldn't expect pile 3 to be into that. I wouldn't expect pile 3 to be studying that. I wouldn't expect pile 3's home to look like that. I wouldn't expect pile 3's style to be like that. Maybe someone just saw you outside of work in your regular ass clothes for the first time and they're like, what the fuck? I know it used to be like that when in the military we would always see people in their uniforms. So when you would finally see them motherfuckers outside, like how they truly dress, it'd be, I don't know, sometimes it would be like, whoa, what the fuck? It would be just strange, you know? It just would be strange. That's how this feels, but it's like, I'm in awe at it. That's another thing. Because what I was picking up on was someone who could have a side hustle as a, like maybe you work at a haunted house. There's something very strange. That's what I keep wanting to say. It's strange that you would be doing, you'd be doing that on the side. It's like, where did that come from? That's what I keep hearing. Pile 3, you would be doing that, pile 3. Like, where did that even come from, pile 3? What do you mean you work at a haunted house? What do you mean you're the ghoul that be chasing people around at that haunted house on 5th Street? I don't know. It gives that, pile 3. So there's something very quirky, but it has people in like shock because it's a duality to it. Wherever they know you from, it's like this outside thing that you do, this other thing that you confess to doing, whether it's something, it's a side job, or I don't know, maybe you teach something, because my throat keeps going in and out. Like maybe you have like a platform outside of whatever it is that you do. Yeah, my phone is going off. These motherfuckers, don't they see me trying to, I'll call her back. I got stuff to do. I'm sorry, my phone is being blown up. But damn, I can't remember what I was about to say. Yeah, there's something very like, wow, I was not expecting that. That is strange. I don't know. You just be out the way doing it. This whole time you've been doing it too. That's another thing, pile 3. It's like, damn, so you've been doing that this whole time, pile 3? And it's like, yeah, I've been doing this for like 6 years. Like, what the fuck? So not only have you been doing this strange activity that is not necessarily strange in a bad way, it's just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. but you've also been doing it right up under our noses for this amount of time. There's something very like, it's like whimsical, strange, scorpionic type, but not scorpionic, very Aquarius. I don't know. It's interesting. Like, I feel perplexed. So let's see. Back to this. What? Let me see. What? Well, how is pile 3 currently shocking others? 6 of Cups. Your style is very shocking. I'm getting like the fedoras. I'm getting like a brim. Like, I don't know. There's something about your style. Very stylish, but it's shocking. I don't know why people are so shocked. This is giving me people that either they see you in a constant setting always. Like, you're always in a specific setting that is very strict in nature. Like, maybe you don't have much room to have that dip of color or self-expression because you have to wear a uniform or you have to be presented a certain way. And it's like this person has saw you outside of that. Others of you, there could even be a level of people holding on to how you used to be and then looking at you now. And it's like, huh, interesting. But you seem to be very out the way, friend. Like, when I'm in your energy, you seem very quiet. Or like you're not even really talking to these people. Like, I'm almost picking up on your energy like a you're like this floating thing that people are just watching in like amazement because they're like, what the fuck is this? But you are not paying attention to them at all. It almost brought me back to Harry Potter, those little ghosts that be just floating around. You know, to them that shit is normal, but to the other little wizards and wizettes, okay, it's like, whoa, like he just took his head off. Like, whoa, that dude just literally just flew over my head. We're not going to talk about that? They're like, no, they do that all the time. What the fuck? But they're in awe. And mind you, you never even look down at them. You just doing your thing, doing your usual. I don't know. This is very like, whoa. That's how people feel. So it's something that you're doing. So let me see. What is this? How is pile 3 shocking people? King of Pentacles. Who you're dating or who you're, like, if you are with someone right now, like the fact that you guys are still together, that could be shocking some people. Yeah, someone from your past, this King of Pentacles. Like, you could be with a certain earth or air sign and people are shocked that you guys are still together. Why is that King of Pentacles here? Or there could be a shock that you and somebody who maybe was your high school sweetheart, you're not together. It's one or the other. This is like either y'all been together since the beginning of time and there's a shock like, damn, they're still with them. Or it's like, damn, that person that they were with for so long, maybe 6 years plus, like they were dating in high school, they were dating when we got out of college. Like, I just assumed that they were still going at it. Nope. Definitely not. Nope. Probably because you moved. There could be a shock around you moving. Like, you could have moved locations, or you could do something very, like, you could be like very nomad-y. Maybe you move locations often. Someone here could have been homeless at a point in time. The bounce back. I'm getting something about how you move. There's something about how y'all move, friend. Like, how you move in situations. There might even be like an aloofness, because when I was like seeing y'all and y'all like floating energy, you just seem so unbothered. You just seem so mute. So I'm just chilling. I'm just vibing, bro. I'm just here. Like how she looks, you just felt like her. She don't necessarily look mad. She's just, I don't got much to say. Like, I'm just, yeah. I don't know. You know what else I'm picking up on too, friend? And I'm probably like, because something here is like weird. Not in a bad way though. It's not bad. What else I'm picking up on is there could be a level of, you could be like goth or like have an alternative style. And maybe you are the person that is normally just in the background, not saying much. For whatever reason, there's been someone who has noticed you. Let me see who this is, or if it's a group. There's like a, I've noticed them, like, and I've never noticed them before. It's like when you, like, you look at that person that never really speaks and maybe they step up and they finally speak and you're like, damn, I didn't know they even had that voice, or I didn't even know they even thought like that, because that motherfucker don't never say nothing. Or damn, like, they're actually pretty. I never looked at them in their face. Or damn, they're actually handsome. That's crazy. I do feel like there is something about how you speak that's very powerful, and it lets people know like that you're somebody. Like you could own a business, you could be very well versed with how to spend money, financial literacy. You could be a father, a mother. Like it lets people know like this person has experience and knowledge. Okay, you're not someone that people would want to go toe to toe with in like a sparring match. And it doesn't feel like for negative reasons. It more so feels like because of your intelligence. Like you're actually very intelligent, very smart. It's very hard to pull the wool over your eyes, or like y'all would be that person that would probably annoy people. If let's say there's someone that's really trying to get the people going, they're telling this fun fact and they're like, you know, and I'm just going to say something, you know, like fish actually have 2,000 scales and you're like, no, actually, it's interesting you say that. They actually have 5,068 scales and and they're, I don't know, the blood in their body does this at this temperature in the water. I don't know. It's like you would know. It feels like an Aquarius. Like you just be knowing random shit. So it's like, and I don't know, you might even, I don't want to say piss people off, but you can kind of, I don't want to say rub people the wrong way, because it doesn't feel like you're trying to be a know-it-all. It just feels like you go under the radar a little bit. So when you finally do talk, or when you do chime in on the conversation and you give your input, it's like, oh shit, like they actually know what the fuck they talking about. This could even be regarding politics. Like you could have some very strong views and strong opinions and people don't expect that from you, but it has people in a state of like in awe. Like when I walk in, sit up straight type of energy, but it doesn't feel bullyish. It just feels like a natural intimidation. Once the cloak is removed, whatever that cloak is, once you step forward, once you speak, you have a natural cloak over you, naturally. And it could be your facial expression. It could just be energetically. And once that drops, it's like, whoa, pow fucking 3. Whoa, pow 3. Did you just see pow 3? Pow 3, like there's that vibe. So let me see what else. Give me 1 second, because I forgot. I gotta do this while I'm on here. I have to. Well, I'm over here playing around. Let me pause this real quick. Yeah, so these, like, y'all are coming through as my mystics. I do feel like you are commonly underestimated. And I don't even feel like it comes from, it's something about your aura. I honestly think it could be something that you naturally just, something that you just naturally give off that has people in this like fog, or like it puts them in this, it feels like with protection that you have over yourself to where you're not seen. And in that you get looked over, or people don't see you on the radar, or like, I don't know, but this could be used to your advantage, Fred. This probably helps you get ahead. I'm telling you, you might also be drawn to another group. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. There's something about like you wowed somebody. Like this is giving wow factor, but you probably wouldn't know that you wowed them. And that's why I feel like even as I'm telling it, like I'm trying to, like I feel the wowness, but from you, I'm just feeling like yawn. And I don't even think you're trying to be cocky with it, friend. I just really think you don't know, because you're just natural. This is very natural for you. It's very natural. This is just your natural, this is just, I'm just breathing. That's what this feels like. I love that. So let's see. How is Power 3 currently shocking people? Okay. Queen of Wands, sexy as fuck. Page of Cups. I'm telling you, somebody saw you in a different setting with a different outfit. The demeanor was different. You felt more relaxed. They saw your creative side, your nurturing side. You look sexy, very, like you, that's one thing that cannot be, and I don't know if you feel this way, but there's a level of, wow, Power 3 is confident. So you might not even feel that confident. And because of that, you might wonder, like, I don't know why people get intimidated by me, but I'm telling you, friend, it's something you naturally give off. You're giving it off. It's all in the aura. It's all in the energy. It's all in the physique. I don't know what it is. It's very intimidating. It's very, it gives me that Scorpio, Aquarius-esque energy. It does. I'm just thinking of like that misunderstood. I was getting like deep mystic. That Cancer is coming through. Very, very intuitive. You could definitely be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I would not be surprised. And then that Aquarius element coming through. Who else was I picking up on? Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, friend. Wait a minute, friend. Ooh, you a slick friend. Okay, let me tell you. Okay. Now, friend. Tell me your friend. Because somebody just got blew down, friend. The cheeks, you know what I'm talking about. The Mario coins got knocked out, or you were knocking the Mario coins. I don't know which one. But there's a level of shock factor surrounding how good it was. Something was very passionate here, and it does feel like sex, or there was some type of heated moment, like a passionate outing. Maybe, you know, the touching does seem like it was there. I don't know how far it went, but this feels like this would be you. You might have just, and that's the thing about you, friend. This could have just been you. You're like, yeah, I done came back home for a second. I just want to link. And maybe you link back up with one of those, you know, one of them ones, you know, somebody from the past. Ain't no beef, but you know, I'm back in town with Slop. But girl or boy, whoever you are, there's a level of, oh no, like, oh my God. This feels like it was put down, friend. This is that type of energy where it's like, hold on now. I know that was supposed to be something that was just a passionate moment, but I want this to be more than that with this Four of Wands. I want to see you again. So someone could, like, you could have really blew somebody's mind in the bedroom. I'm not going to lie. And it does feel like there was a, like we revisited something, but it doesn't feel like you're too pressed about it, friend. I love that for you. They're more pressed. I love this for this pile because everybody is so pressed about you, but you don't even seem to be pressed. Even with that situation. It's just like, okay, I know who you're talking about, but like, dang, I didn't even think that that was all that. I was barely trying. I don't know. That's how the vibe gives. So yes, pile 3, that is your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments.